Today we're going to draw a koi fish, and you will need a piece of paper, a pencil, and eraser, and if you have a black permanent marker, that would be great for outlining. I'm going to draw with a marker, but you should be drawing with a pencil so you can make any adjustments on the way that you need to. First, we're going to start with the head of the koi fish. And so I'm going to start down here, and I'm going to think about the head being about the size of my fist. So I'm going to start about here. I'm going to bring a curved line up. It's going to dip down and come back in. And then here along the bottom, I'm going to connect this bottom line with a line that has got a slight curve to it. And this is going to be the lip of my koi fish, so I'm going to double that line. And underneath, I'm going to make a curved line and do the bottom lip. And I can shade that in. Okay, where it dips down here, that's going to be about the center of the head. So I'm going to put a little line in there. On this side, I'm going to do a line with another line underneath, and then a curved line here for the eye. I'm going to make an eyeball inside with another small circle for the reflection. And I'm going to do the same thing over here on the opposite side. I'm going to do a line, another line with a curved line underneath. And inside of that is going to be my eyeball. These kind of look like nostrils. It might just be an indentation. I'm not quite sure what that is on the carp, but they also have barbs or whiskers, and we'll draw that with a double line that gets skinnier as it comes out. Okay, now we're ready to start doing the body. And from this side of the head, over here, we're going to draw a curved line that comes up almost all the way to the top of the paper. So this is going to curve out and up almost to the top. The next thing we're going to draw is this fin that's on the top. So I'm going to look where the head indents here. I know that's about the middle, so I'm going to start a little ways up. And I'm going to draw a line that connects up here to the top. And to create that fin that's on top, I'm going to draw a line. It's at a little bit of a diagonal that comes up, and then I'm just going to draw some bumps, and these bumps are going to get closer and closer to that line, and then I'm just going to draw these lines down to connect. All the way up. Now I'm going to draw the other side of the body of the carp. So I'm going to start here on this side of the head, and I'm just going to draw a line that connects here. And let's see, I'm going to finish the tail end like that. Now I'm going to work on this tail that's here on the end. So from about here, I'm going to draw a line that comes out pretty far. And on this side, I'm going to maybe bring it out like that. And I'm going to draw some curved lines to connect, and I'll bring them all the way in. Now on this side, we're going to do these side fins. So here where the body and the head connect, I'm going to draw a line out. I'm going to draw another line out. And again, I'm going to do these bumpy lines and bring them down to this same point. And I'm going to do the same thing over here on this side. I'm going to draw a line that comes out this way and another one that's coming out this way. Bumpy line. to draw the lines in to connect in here. Okay. This is looking pretty good. It's starting to look like a fish. The next thing we're going to do is the scales. Now, a koi fish is a kind of carp, and these fish have really large scales. And we want to draw the scales large so you can get some good color in there. So along the top of the head here, this is where I'm going to start my scales. And I'm going to start with a bumpy line, and you can see I'm doing some pretty big bumps. And when I do my second row, I'm going to make sure that I'm looking for the top of each bump and making another bump that connects the very top of the curve for each one. And make sure that you're touching these rows of scales together so they look like scales. I'm just going to go all the way off the side here, and where I bump into my top fin, I'm going to just jump over. And I'm going to keep going up. And as I come up, when I get about halfway up this fish, I'm going to start making my scales a little bit smaller. I don't want to make them too small because remember we want to get some color in there. But as I come up, maybe a little smaller, a little closer together. And of course I have to do scales on this side too, so I'm going to turn my scales as they come to the end of the fish till I can't go anymore. Now, if you've done it with pencil, take time to outline it with Sharpie and look for another video on how to do some coloring. I'm going to give you some different options for adding color.